Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and not miss out on anything you need to scale your cleaning business to six figures and beyond. Wow. So in this video, I'm going to actually share my screen, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is show you GSA, which is General Services Administration. It's actually another agency that uses practically everyone. And I love it, love it, love it, because it's a great place to get started for winning a government cleaning contract. So if you're interested, then stick around. I'm going to show you right now. Okay, the first thing you need to do is go to usaspending.gov. That's usaspending.gov. And what you're going to do is I'm going to show you first what you need to do to be able to supply cleaning supplies and equipment. Now, remember, I talk about facility services, but in this particular video, I'm going to explain more about cleaning supplies and equipment. I love that category. Why? Because this could very well be the first contract that you win. I know a lot of you do cleaning services, but don't forget, there is another really, really golden nugget when it comes to equipment and supplies. But the question I get all the time is, how do I know what to price it? Where do I find it? So on and so forth. Well, I'm going to show you right now. Some of you have heard of Alibaba. A lot of you have heard of Amazon. Well, this gives you a pricing, and it really, really narrows down your competition, gives you everything you need in one place. So like I said, you're going to go to gsaadvantage.gov, put in janitorial services, or I'm sorry, janitorial equipment. And voila, here we are. So let's say the government says they have a solicitation, a bid solicitation, where they're interested in carts. Right here, we have one. Now, you can put in carts, janitorial equipment, carts, and it's going to bring this up. And it is going to give you the price. This is the price that they are going to offer it as to the government. Now, what you're going to do is you can actually click on to that particular service, and you get so much more information. You get a chance to see when the contract ends, which is 2025. GSA contracts are really long, so that's some incentive. And what I love about it is you can also give them a phone call. I would not suggest emailing them because you need permission to email individuals. We don't want to do any spamming, but you can actually give them a phone call, because if you look at their information, guess what? The phone number is right here. It gives you the information of the company, where they're located. Everything you want to learn is here. So I love it because it also tells you what type of business they are, woman-owned, small business, anything you're looking for. And you can even look at their catalog to look at their prices about anything else. This is a fantastic place to get started, because you can actually call them and see if you could be a subcontractor. Really great, huh? Okay. Now let's look at something else. And that is if you're looking at offering services. So we first looked at product. Now let's look at services. So I'm sharing with you my screen. And what you want to do is go to gsaelibrary.gsa.gov. That's gsaelibrary.gsa.gov. And what it's going to do is going to bring you to this screen where you're going to put in, I'm going to see if I can back it out, which I did. And then you're going to come and you're going to put in, let's see if we can't back it out one more time. And what we're looking for is perfect. I wanted to bring you to the first part of the screen, and you want to put in janitorial services, and you're going to hit search. And what this is going to do is, once again, it's going to bring you in this highlighted, which is under facility support services, like I mentioned. So it's going to give you a description. This scope of work groups everything together, and it gives you all these things: window washing, waxing, scrubbing, and not limited to walls, washing the walls, dusting, polishing furniture, all of this. So it gives you some really great ideas of all the services you can actually offer the government under this facilities support services, which is what I actually did. Now, the next thing you want to look at is you're going to click onto that particular contract, and you're going to look at the companies that are providing that. What I love about this, once again, it gives you all their phone numbers, and you can actually see what city and state. So you can filter it to the city and state where you're in. It goes into, like I'm in Maryland, it talks about Chevy Chase, Maryland, or Alexandria, Virginia, if you're in Texas. All of these are right at your fingertips. You can click onto the company and you can find out even more information about them. So let's say I click on here and it takes me to that particular company. It lets me know if they're a small business, what they actually are. And once again, it gives me all their information. It gives me their DUNS number, their email, their website, their phone number, and their physical address. Now, if you are really interested, then this is where you can send that juicy introduction letter that I've talked about so often on how to craft it, what you need to do. Well, if you aren't familiar with that, then make sure you do one thing. Actually joining me in my free masterclass, because I do talk about the introduction letter. Once you've narrowed down with agency, which we know GSA has a lot of stuff for us to do, then you want to know what to do. What's the next step? Well, the next step is to make sure that you start to build the relationship. That's the part where I talk about the marketing to the government buyer. Once you've registered and done all your basic requirements, which is what I talk about is in pillar number 1. Pillar number 2 is how do I market to the government buyers? Well, by sharing the screen with you, you've seen that the GSA agency utilizes us in all this juicy information. So if this company has just gotten started and they're in your area, which you can narrow it down, you can start building that relationship that I talk about, because the relationship is everything. That is exactly what you need to do to win either your first government contract or one of many. It doesn't matter where you are in the journey. It matters about building that relationship, and that introduction letter does just that. So if you want to learn more about the introduction letter and the 3 pillars that I speak so much about, which are the basic requirements, marketing to the government buyer, and where to find these government cleaning contracts, then make sure you click in the link in the description where I have a link for you to actually go to all the information for coming to the free masterclass. Now, space is limited because I take a lot of time making sure that I give you all the juicy details. So make sure you click the link to register. I'd love to see you there. And I can't wait to see you in the next video where I go into more information on what you need to do to actually scale your business to what? 6 figures and beyond. Pow! And that's using government cleaning contracts or commercial. So until next time, be safe and take care. Bye-bye. We're going to just go ahead and end this video right here. Okay. All righty. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to wish you a farewell. Bye-bye.